Here the radius of the semicircle is OA, OP, sorry, is OP, or you can also say OQ, or you can also say OC is equal to R. Okay, and this is given to you. Radius is given to you. That means R is constant. Okay, now you need to find the dimensions of the rectangle. So I say let L and B be the length and breadth of the rectangle, as I have shown in the figure.
Sir,
Hmm.
uh, she is trying to joining, and then it's showing that you have previously kicked her out, so she can't join. She sent me screenshot.
Where is it? Just a minute. Question is let L and B be the length and breadth of the rectangle ABCD. Okay. Now L and B is the length and breadth. So here L and B are both variables, right? Because L and B are not given, I'm assuming. Okay. So now what you see is that therefore OB is equal to L by 2. Okay. And BC is equal to B. Okay. Now if you see the triangle that I have formed here, triangle OBC is a right angle triangle. So you can apply Pythagoras theorem in this triangle to get R square is equal to B square plus L by 2 whole square. Okay. That means you get R square is equal to B square plus L square by 4. That means you get B square is equal to R square minus L square by 4. Okay. Let us call this 1. Okay. Or you can, yes, yes, B square is okay. Now see, this is the relation that will help us reduce our main function into a single variable. Okay, let us now try to find out the main function, which we need to maximize or minimize. What is it that we need to, what is it here? Uh, find the rectangle of greatest area. So area needs to be maximized here, right? So let's find out the area. Area of the rectangle. Let us call it A is equal to L into B, right? Now see that area here needs to be maximum. How many variable does it contain? How many variable does A contain? Can you tell me how many variable A contains?
L
Area is equal to L into B. How many variables?
2, sir.
2 variables. So we need to bring this down to a single variable, right? Either everything
Yes,
in
sir.
L or everything in B. So we take the help of which one? We take the help of 1. So from 1,
Yes, sir. B.
B is equal to square root of R square minus L square by 4, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So therefore area now becomes a single variable. Putting this in 2. Let us call this 2. So it's right here. Call this 2. Putting this value in 2 above. We get area is equal to L root R square minus L square by 4. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now this is in a single variable. right? Now we are in a position to
Yes, sir.
differentiate also, but see, there's a square root here. If I can bring down everything to a single radical, because this is a product of L and a square root, let us take this L inside. So what do we get? If I take this L inside, we'll get L square, isn't it? L square into R square minus L square by 4, right?
Yes, sir.
So that means this can be written as A is equal to square root of L square R square minus L to the power of 4 by 4. Now it will be a little easier for us to differentiate, because previously if you see this here was a product of L into square root of something. Okay, now square root is a if you have a product and a square root, it's a bit difficult to understand, differentiate. Now I
Yes,
have
sir.
only a radical. Now it will be a little easier for us to differentiate. So what we'll do here is we find DADL. Okay, so how much is DADL? First of all, you differentiate the radical. You get 1 by 2 root L square R square minus L to the power of 4 divided by 4. Okay, into the DDL of whatever is within the radical, L square R square minus L to the power of 4 by 4. Okay, so this becomes DDL of L square R square minus L to the power of 4 by 4 becomes 2L R square minus, this is 1/4 of 4L cube divided by root over of 2 root, in fact, L square R square minus L to the power of 4 by 4. So now this 4 and this 4 will cancel. So what are you getting effectively? 2L R square minus L cube divided by 2 root L square R square minus L to the power of 4 by 4. Okay. For maximum or minimum area, we have DADL is equal to 0, isn't it? That means you get 2L R square minus L cube divided by 2 root L square R square minus L to the power of 4 by 4 equal to 0. That means the numerator must be equal to 0. That means 2L R square minus L cube must be equal to 0. Now you can take L common from here to get 2R square minus L square is equal to 0. That means 2R square minus L square is equal to 0. That means L square is equal to 2R square. That means you get L is equal to R root 2, right? You
Yes,
get
sir.
L is equal to R root 2. Now at L is equal to R root 2, area is either maximum or minimum. We'll check by second derivative, right? So uh,
Yes, sir.
thus E has uh, no, let's check this for the second derivative. We cannot say right now. We'll just check now. So D2A DL2 DDL of DADL, which is equal to DDL of, now this is a little difficult to differentiate, a little long to differentiate. DADL, if you see, we have found here, this is DADL, 2L R square minus L cube divided by 2 root L square R square minus L to the power of 4 by 4. You need to differentiate this. How will you differentiate? Take half out first of all. It is 2 here, you see in the denominator. Take this out, half. and then differentiate this by u by v rule. Okay, so by u by v rule, if you differentiate, you are going to get root over of L square R square minus L to the power of 4 by 4 into the DDL of the numerator, right? This is V and this is U. So du dx, how much should it be? 2R square minus 3L square, right? Minus. And now the numerator, you keep as it is, 2LR square minus L cube, and differentiate the denominator. What is the derivative of the denominator? In the denominator, you have a radical. So first of all, you have 1 by 2 root L square R square minus L to the power of 4 by 4 into the DDL of whatever is within the radical. What is within the radical?
L square R square.
L square R square minus L to the power of 4 by 4. If you differentiate, you will get 2L R square minus L cube. You agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And all this divided by root over of L square R square minus L to the power of 4 by 4 whole square. Okay. Half. Okay. Let's simplify this a little. If you take the LCM here, what are you going to get? In the numerator, if you take the LCM twice, see root over of L square R square minus L to the power of 4 by 4. If you multiply the two radicals, you're simply going to get L square R square minus L to the power of 4 by 4, right? And you have this 2R square minus 3L square as it is, minus, now you have 2L R square minus L cube into 2L R square minus L cube. Okay, divided by 2 root L square R square minus L to the power of 4 by 4 whole divided by L square R square minus L to the power of 4 by 4. Okay.
So first one, what you did?
Which one?
2 into L square R square minus
I've
L to the
taken the
power 4 by
LCM
4.
here. You see this fraction here, this fraction and this
Oh, yes,
fraction.
sir.
I've taken the LCM so that when I multiply these two radicals multiply, isn't it? To give you this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's what
Okay,
I've done. So now if you simplify this, you don't need to do anything actually. You just need to bring this down. You understand?
yes, sir.
So what you do, you write the numerator as it is, twice L square R square minus L to the power of 4 by 4 into 2R square. See, but just remember that we are only bothered about the sign. Okay. Now, why am I simplifying this? I'm simplifying this so that if you see everything I'm bringing in terms of L square, what is the value of L that I've got here? L square is equal to 2R square, or I've got L is equal to R root 2, isn't it? So if I can bring
Yes, sir.
everything in terms of L square here, then it will be easier for me to see the sign, isn't it? So
Yes, sir.
we don't need actually to to actually simplify d2a dl2 and do all that, but we are only doing it for ourselves. We are not doing it for any other purpose.
Yes, sir.
We just need to check the sign. As long as you get the sign, it's okay. L square R square minus L to the power of 4 by 4 to the power of 3 by 2, right? Now we shall check the sign at L is equal to R root 2. What is the sign? D2a dl2 is equal to half. Now there's a 2 here also because this 2 will come down. You can multiply these two twos together to get 1/4. Now what you can do is you can put L square is equal to 2R square, or L is equal to 2 R root 2. Okay, so how much do you get? Just see. If you put the value here, you will get twice 2R square, because L square is equal to 2R square, into R square minus 2R square square to the power of 4, right? Into 2R square minus thrice of 2R square, because L square is equal to 2R square, minus here, if you put L is equal to R root 2, in fact, I have not been able to bring down to an L square here. I could have taken L common here. Let me just take L common here. Okay. See, you can take L common here. From the first one, from this one, you can take L common, right? And from the second one here, you can also take L common. So that what are you going to get? That means L becomes first of all L square, right? And then you're going to
Yes,
get
sir.
2L square minus L, isn't it? And from here also, you're going to get 2R square minus L square, right? Now we can put. Now it will be
Only
easier
L,
for
sir,
us.
not L square.
Only L. No, there's an L cube there, actually. That's why L square. This should also be L square, I think. 2L R square minus L cube. Both are L cube, okay.
Oh, that will be L square, and both will be L square.
2LR square, LR square, yes. Both will be L square. Okay. So if you put here now, L square is equal to 2R square. And here you get 2R square minus 2R square, isn't it? Into 2R square
Yes,
minus
sir.
2R square. So this part actually vanishes. It becomes 0. Divided by twice 2R square into R square minus 2R square by 4 to the power of 3 by 2. Right? Fine. Now let's see. Is equal to 1/4 of. Now see here. If I simplify this, what am I going to get? This is 4R to 2R to the power of 4. I think I'll get, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. This I'm going to get uh, twice of 2R to the power of 4 minus 4R to the power of 4 by 4. Right? This is what I'm going to get. And
Yes, sir.
here I am going to get 2R square minus 6R square. Right? And this is 0. So
Yes, sir.
nothing to do here. Divide by in the denominator. Now if you see, I'll get 2R to the power of 4 minus 4R to the power of 4 by 4 to the power of 3 by 2. Okay. So now this 4 and this 4 cancels here. This 4 and this 4 cancels. So now let's see what we are getting. 1/4 of twice. 2R to the power of 4 minus R to the power of 4 will simply give you R to the power of 4 into
So
2R square minus
denominator, another 2 will be multiplied, no?
another 2 will be multiplied. No, I've already taken that 2 outside. I think
Oh,
I have, yes, that's 2. That 2 is a mistake actually. This 2 should not be here because I
oh,
already
then it's
taken
okay.
1 by 4. Okay. So in the now what are you going to get? You're going to get 2R square minus 6R square means minus 4R square, right? Minus 0 divided by 2R to the power of 4 minus R to the power of 4. That means R to the power of 4 to the power of 3 by 2. So can you tell me whether this is positive or negative? R is always positive, right?
Yes, sir.
R to the power of 4 is positive, R square is positive, R to the power of 4 to the power of 3 by 2 is positive, but I have a negative sign
Yes,
here.
sir.
That means this has to be negative. You don't even need to simplify. Okay, so this is negative. That means at L is equal to R root 2, area of the rectangle A has a local maxima. Area has a local maxima, right? And what do you need to show here? If you see read back the question. You go back. Uh, you will see you have to find the dimensions of the rectangle, right? So length you have got here. What is the length equal to? Length is equal to R root 2. Now you need to
Yes, sir.
get the breadth. How will you get the breadth? Use this relation. Number one, either
Yes,
this
sir.
one or you can use this one also. Okay. So let's use one. From 1, b square is equal to r square minus l square by 4. From 1, b square is equal to r square minus l square by 4. That means b square is equal to r square minus l square is 2r square because l is equal to r root 2. So how much are you getting? R square minus r square by 2. You're getting r square by 2, right?
Yes, sir.
So that means you're getting breadth is equal to r by root 2, right? So what are the dimensions of the rectangle? So that the area is maximum. Hence, dimensions of the rectangle ABCD for maximum area is given by length L is equal to r root 2. That means radius root 2 times the radius, right? And what is breadth? Breadth B is equal to radius by root 2, right?
Yes, sir.
So that is what this was. Fairly long question.
Sir, b
Hmm.
square equals to,
Tell
sir,
me.
there b square equals to r square minus r square by 2.
Yes, exactly. So that will give you r square by 2. R square minus r square by 2 will give you r square by 2, isn't it? If you take the LCM,
Uh, yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
So that is what. Now the time is ending. Okay. So